I've been crossing the start line over and over again for many, many, many hours. And my goal is to get to single digits. Single digits is what I want. I've started off at 25, I got underneath 20, and I've got past 13 laps. Now I just want to get to single digits.
I figure I'm just going to try and...
Now that it's past midnight and we're into the heart and soul of the night, we notice that there aren't any more footsteps on the pathways. There's a light skiff of snow. And as we continue to circle the circuit, we are the ones creating all the footsteps. The footsteps that we see are our footsteps from the previous lap. I'm actually starting to get hungry now. And one of my runners with me mentions that he had pizza for dinner. And the only thing that I can think about is, I would like to have a pepperoni pizza. So I grab my phone, I call Charles, who happens to be asleep at this particular time, and say to him, I would like you to order me a small pepperoni pizza from Domino's with no hot sauce.
The guys ordered a Domino's pepperoni pizza for me. That was awesome. And it came in.
At this particular point, I arrive back at the RV, and there's a hot box from Domino's. I open up the lid, and there's a steaming pepperoni pizza. I pull out a slice of pizza, and I start to ingest it. There are about a half a dozen people in the RV watching and documenting this moment. I actually remember somebody taking a picture. But this was the first piece of food that I'd actually desired, not forced, desired since we'd started the event at 7:30 that morning.
15 laps done. It's 2 a.m. Mike Witherup and Angus are out on the course right now. Mike is kind of, I think he might be carrying Angus. They're not moving that quickly, but they are still moving, and Angus seems to be doing okay. He had a piece of pizza. We managed to get him a pizza, and I think he's all right for at least the next hour or two. We're well behind schedule right now, and I'm pretty sure Angus knows we're behind schedule. We've been losing time, against the goal of making the 25 laps, and I mean, we're still happy he's out there, and we just want to make sure that he's happy with what he's accomplishing.
I'm wondering whether or not 100 kilometers is going to be enough. I know that I'm not going to be able to reach the target originally of 120 kilometers. But I realize that I've come a long way from where I was, 16, 18 hours ago, where I thought I couldn't even start the event. But the thought that's going through my head at this particular time is, if I only do 100 kilometers, is that going to be enough? And to many people, 100 kilometers is an extremely long distance. I was wondering in my head whether or not if I only run 100 plus kilometers, are people going to think that I actually haven't accomplished enough?
I'm going to probably get 100K. I'd be happy with 100K considering what happened last night, considering you've been doing this right now, and the fact that it's
6 hours left?
19 hours of activity. So I'm not really worried about the distance. 100Ks is not bad, is it?
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, man. Well, I'm going to keep going.
I'm not even thinking about 125. I don't even care about 125. I mean, the things that are going through my head at this particular point is that I am amazed that I'm still running. I'm thinking about what is actually keeping me going all this time period. I have not even eaten that much food. As you run, you're supposed to eat 600 calories an hour. I don't even know if I've eaten 600 calories or 1,000 calories the whole day, but somehow my body keeps going.
I mean, there's nobody else that was going to run 100 kilometers today. Like, nobody.
The last support crew is here, and Angus is still out on the course. We're going to try and convince Angus to take a little bit of a break. Not really sure that it's a good idea for him to keep going, especially considering that he really hasn't had very much to eat in the last 30 hours aside from a slice of pizza. and I think he's burned a few calories. So we're getting a little bit worried about him. We might ask the next crew to just kind of stand down for a little while and push Angus to have a break.
It's 3 a.m. and my support team is now trying to get me to take a break. But I have great company on the pathways. I'm running with a good friend, Michael Weatherup, who on the last lap is carrying my GPS watch. He's carrying it like a delicate bird because the low battery indicator has come on. So he wants to keep it nice and warm because we want to make sure that we can document every single meter of our lap. But we decide, instead of taking a break, we want to do one more lap because we want to get as close as we can to 100 kilometers now before I take another rest.
I'm just going to, I'm going to get up to 95 kilometers on this lap. And so I'm just going to go out here with a couple of my buds and do one more lap, and then I think I'm going to take a little break.
At 3:30 a.m., as we were finishing up our lap, we were joined by the next crew of support runners. This included Carla, Steve, Laurent, and Mike. And they were really excited to join us. In fact, I think they were so excited they'd been drinking coffee and energy drinks so they make sure they had enough energy. And I can just see their faces as I tell them now that I am going to take a rest. I felt really bad for them. But the amazing thing is that they're going to continue to run as I take a rest.